Tiki Barber burns every bridge to the Meadowlands by criticizing his former teammate Eli Manning, who goes on to help the Giants halt the Pats' dreams of an undefeated season and winning the Super Bowl MVP.
The Giants' season wasn't over when Tiki Barber said it was his intent to retire after the season. It simply added a distraction to the Giants trying to finish 2006 strong.
Last game of the season, he gives a press conference or he gives an interview.
And he starts criticizing Tom Coughlin. He starts criticizing Eli Manning.
Tom Coughlin is too hard on the players.
He calls Eli Manning's leadership, quote, comical. And of course, in classic Giants fashion, they beat all the odds, they go to the Super Bowl, they win the Super Bowl, beating the undefeated Patriots in 2007.
And it kind of made Tiki look bad.
And from then on out, his broadcasting career never really went anywhere.
The worst timing any athlete has ever had in their lives. Nobody has ever shot themselves in the foot worse than Tiki Barber in New York sports.
Why, Tiki? Why would you do that? What did you have to gain by that? And who has anything really bad to say about Eli Manning? He might be a little bit boring, but that's it. And Tom Coughlin, Grandpa Tom, what did he do? He's a nice guy, maybe a little bit of a disciplinarian, but he didn't deserve this either.
I guess Tiki thought he was going to go on to become this, international superstar, this major media mogul. But there's a problem with that. You do that first, and then you big time everyone.
This guy didn't burn bridges. He didn't buy gasoline. He bought dynamite, as much of it as he could, and if there was a bridge, even if he wasn't thinking across it, he blew it up anyway just in case he might have to walk across it.
I'm sure Tiki's regretting his decision.
Tiki Barber would have gone down as Michael Strahan had he stayed for another year. And now you look back at Tiki Barber, and instead of looking back like you do on Strahan as one of the all-time great Giants, Tiki's the guy that you look at and you say, he was so great, but...
Tiki had turned into a dynamic player in the last couple of years that Jim Fossil was the head coach. But he fumbled all the time. So Coughlin comes in and teaches him a new way to hold the ball high and tight. And all of a sudden, Tiki's rushing for 1,500 yards a year, scoring 15 touchdowns, but he's not fumbling.
He became almost the enemy, and a lot of his success with the Giants was erased.
Here's a guy who leaves his pregnant wife in the dust, so it's really no surprise that he would have done it to his former team.
Well, the thing that I don't understand about Tiki is that it was fine that he was a part of the media and he had to analyze and criticize. But you know what? Let the past be in the past. Whatever happened in the locker room or in the huddle with Eli Manning, I don't know that that should have been part of his current analysis as a current media guy.
Tiki as an analyst, not so good. As a Giants football player, was a brilliant running back. That can't be forgotten.
I don't know about karma or Eastern religions, but the Giants went on to win 2 more Super Bowls, and I think Mr. Barber is unemployed right now, right?
And kind of bouncing from here and there over the last couple of years.
A lot of those players are still upset about what Tiki did because he was a big part of the Giant organization. He was part of our family. And I'll tell you what, if he ever does go back to that stadium, he better watch out that he don't get hit with any snowballs.
You ever see Tiki? Because you don't see the ring on, no rings.